Now let's take a look at question 5. So for question 5, it involves an experiment with 3 different setups, and in each setup there is a different organism. Now what is special about this setup is that lime water is attached to each of the setup. And what is lime water? Lime water actually changes from clear to chalky when it is in contact with carbon dioxide. After that, the question requires us to tell them which one of the following shows the correct observation of lime water after the experiment has ended. So most likely we are looking out for processes that involves carbon dioxide or gases. So for the first setup, setup A, we have grasshoppers inside the flask. Are you able to tell me which group of living things do grasshoppers belong to? Are they animals, plants, fungi, or bacteria? Students will be able to tell me that grasshoppers are actually animals. And what do animals carry out in order for them to release or take in carbon dioxide? Students will then tell me that animals actually carry out this process called respiration to release energy. And what is required for respiration? The answer is oxygen. So over here, let's write it down. Grasshoppers would actually carry out the process called respiration, and they would take in oxygen to be used to carry out respiration to release energy and carbon dioxide. So for setup A, carbon dioxide will be released. In this case, do you think the lime water will turn chalky? The answer is yes. Now let's take a look at setup B. For setup B, I have a mushroom inside. Which living things or which group of living things do mushrooms belong to? Are they plants? The answer is no. Mushrooms belong to a group we call fungi. And for fungi, they are also living things. So do they require energy to survive? The answer is yes. So if they need to release energy, it means that respiration must also be taking place as well. So over here, I'll write that mushrooms undergo respiration. And as such, the mushroom will also take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Now, over here, if it releases carbon dioxide, what will happen to the lime water? The lime water will also turn chalky. Let's take a look at setup C. So for setup C, we have a plant. Are plants living things? Yes, they are. Do they require energy? They require energy as well. So in this case, the plant will also carry out respiration and will also take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. But before we conclude that the lime water will turn chalky, there is a very unique characteristics for plants that is different from the other animals. We would say that plants are able to make their own food. And what is the process that allows them to make their own food? The answer is photosynthesis. So let me write this down. Photosynthesis. And for photosynthesis to take place, it actually requires a certain gas. Are you able to tell me what are the different conditions needed for photosynthesis? Students will be able to tell me that photosynthesis, in order for photosynthesis to happen, we need water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide. So for the plant, does it have water? Yes, in the pot. Does it have sunlight? Yes, because the setups were placed beside the window in the afternoon. And finally, does it have carbon dioxide? The answer is yes, because air was pumped into the setup. So over here, since we're only focusing on the gases, it means that the plant takes in carbon dioxide to carry out photosynthesis to make food. And in this process, the process actually releases another gas as well. And the gas is one that we're all familiar with. It releases oxygen. So at this point, students may be a bit confused. They would ask, if respiration takes in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, whereas photosynthesis takes in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, would that mean that the gases would cancel each other out and the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide will remain the same? Is that true? The answer is no, because for plants in the day, they would actually have a much faster rate of photosynthesis as compared to respiration. It means that the plants carry out photosynthesis at a much faster rate as compared to respiration. So in this case, it means that we do not take into account respiration. What we will focus more on is photosynthesis. So if the plant carries out photosynthesis, takes in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, what does it tell you about the amount of carbon dioxide left in the flask? The amount of carbon dioxide in the flask would decrease. So if the amount of carbon dioxide decreases, do you think that there will be a change in the lime water? The answer is no. Most likely there will be no change in the lime water. So with this, we will be able to get to our answer. For setup A, it will be chalky. For setup B, it will be chalky. And for setup C, there will be no change. So in this case, the correct option that we will choose is option 1. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video useful, do give us a thumbs up. If you want to check out the other videos we have made, do click on the links on the right hand side. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!